Hello everyone, welcome to today's video where I will be sharing with you 10 beauty products that I feel are must-haves for every woman over 40. I just want to say before I get started that if you are in your 30s or even in your late 20s and you happen to click onto this video, you could still benefit from all of these products that I am going to be showing you today, because a lot of them, I would say most of them, are skincare products, and you should be starting as early as possible with prevention so you don't have to work as hard to reverse any damage you may have done in those younger years. But because my audience is mostly 40 plus, and I myself am rapidly approaching 50, that's one of the main reasons why I tend to title my videos this way. Just so my fellow over 40s know that this video is really for them and that I am someone who is in the same position as they are. Someone who is facing the challenges of getting older, but I still want to look and feel my best. The second thing I want to say is that I am not a skincare expert. I have never professed to be. But like you, I have done a lot of research, I have tried a lot of products, and these are just some of the things that work for me. And even if you don't use the specific brands I'm showing you or the specific products I'm showing you, I do feel that everyone of a certain age will benefit from these 10 products. First up is a retinoid product. Retinoids are derivatives of vitamin A, and what they can do is help to reverse sun damage. They can help with acne, melasma, fine lines. Now, I'm sure most of you know at least a little bit about retinoids and retinols and tretinoin and what the differences are, so I'm really not going to go into that. I'm going to share with you what I've been using and what has been working for me for the past 8 months now. I have spoken about Dermatica since November. However, I have been using it since July. And here's a photo of my skin from July of 2022. I started on this journey with Dermatica very skeptical. The company had reached out to me and asked if I would like to try their product and potentially work on some sponsored content for them. So whenever that happens, of course, I always say, especially with skincare, that I need to use this product for a certain amount of time, at least a month or two, before I will tell my viewers if it's any good. So I did give Dermatica a full 3 months before I did my first sponsored video sharing the product with you. And I put up a video, I think it was in January of this year, with an update. So I guess you could say this is just another update, and it is a product I truly believe in and I truly recommend because it has really made a significant difference in my skin. With this Dermatica personalized formula, I have seen not only a significant reduction in redness, but also hyperpigmentation, texture, pore size. So my personalized formula contains tretinoin and azelaic acid. Here are a couple of my empties. This is my new one. Each container has the perfect amount of product for 28 days. Now you may be thinking to yourself, Risa, that sounds great. I'm so happy you've had these wonderful results, but can you tell me a little bit more about what exactly Dermatica is and this whole personalization thing? Well, how it works is you submit a bare-faced photo to Dermatica, and they have their experts analyze your skin and address your concerns. They create the formula, and you receive your product in this travel-friendly container that is airtight. It has a pump. We all know that going to see a dermatologist can be expensive. So Dermatica makes dermatology accessible to everyone. Like I was saying, Dermatica has a dermatology team that creates your formula and then also offers you support through the process. And your personalized formula will change as your skin changes. My original formula had tretinoin and hydroquinone, but after about 3 or 4 months, from what I understand, hydroquinone tends to sort of stop working in a sense. So that is why mine is now tretinoin and azelaic acid. Azelaic acid can counter or neutralize free radicals that cause inflammation. So it has significant skin calming effects, which is how I've been able to reduce the redness and continue to lighten up the dark spots on my face. So if all of that sounds good to you, and it should, because this product really, really does work. And I am happy to be continuing a relationship with Dermatica. So if you would like to start your personal journey with Dermatica, then please use my code RISA. That will get you your first month free and then 10% off your second month. I will have that code, which is pretty easy, RISA, once again, down below in the description box with links to check out the Dermatica website, both here in the US and in the UK. The second product I think everybody over 40 needs is a Gua Sha tool and a facial oil. Using a Gua Sha tool stimulates circulation, helps produce collagen, decreases inflammation, diminishes dark circles, sculpts facial muscles. I have an entire video dedicated to using the Gua Sha. I've got to be honest with you and say that my video is not the best one out there on the Gua Sha technique. I just made a video showing off my very surprising results from using this Gua Sha tool and an oil every night consistently for several weeks. And quite a few people have asked for an update on that video. And I haven't done one for a couple of reasons. One of them being that I have gotten lazy, as I tend to get with a lot of products, and I was no longer using this consistently. And then I also got a zip device, which I talked about in a video, I think a month ago, so I've been using that instead. But the zip device is a little pricey. It is on the pricier side. So I would recommend starting with a Gua Sha tool. I will do some looking around on YouTube and see if I can link at least one video that was put up by someone maybe a little bit more experienced than me. But I will put a link in the description box to this Gua Sha tool that I got off of Amazon for I think $10. I had originally used this tool with my Charlotte Tilbury Collagen Superfusion Facial Oil, but this too is sort of pricey. So if it's not in your budget, I would recommend the e.l.f. All the Feels Facial Oil. This one is excellent as well. So I'm going to lump product number 2, must-have number 2, together. The Gua Sha tool and a facial oil. Next up is something that I am constantly asked about in my videos. What sunscreen I use under my makeup. And I have tried several. There are many that I like, but I wanted to choose one that I felt was not only excellent quality in that you can wear it under your makeup successfully. It doesn't pill. It doesn't change the consistency or the color of your foundation. It's not greasy. It sinks right in. It's effective, and it has a reasonable price point. And that would be the Innisfree Daily UV Defense Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 36. I adore this sunscreen, and it retails for $16, which I think is a pretty good price point. It's good for all skin types. It's hydrating, and it contains no parabens. Okay, now let's talk moisturizers. That's another question I'm asked about a lot. What is my favorite moisturizer? And moisturizers are one of those products that I do rotate sometimes, or if I'm sent a new one in a PR package by a brand, I might give it a try. But the ones I'm going to show you right now are the ones that I find myself consistently going back to. Please keep in mind, if you are new to my channel, that I have oily skin. And I know that's somewhat of a rarity in my age demographic. A lot of women find that their skin gets less oily and more dry, or if they started off dry, their skin becomes very, very dry as they get older. I have not reached that point yet. My skin is still extremely oily, so please take that into consideration as I speak about skincare. However, 2 of my 3 favorites, I do feel dry skins would be happy with. So first up is the Tatcha The Water Cream. You can see I'm completely out of this one. This is more of a daytime moisturizer for me. It's very, very lightweight. I do not feel that this particular one, remember I said 2 out of 3 would work for drier skin. This is the 1 out of the 3 that I think is best, and Tatcha even says it's best for someone with combination to oily to very oily skin. It has just a super light consistency. It sinks right into my skin. It's cooling. It is just such a beautiful, beautiful moisturizer. And it's excellent for people who live in humid climates. It's excellent for the summertime. It's just refreshing, and it's anti-aging, and it's pore refining. I will definitely be repurchasing this. So these next 2 are great for day or night. First up is Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. As you can see, I am out of this one as well. I'm so happy that you can now purchase refills for this cream. I've talked about this product so many times on my channel in my videos, not even just in skincare videos, but I use this to prep before makeup a lot. I either use this or I use the Tatcha. It depends on the season. It depends on how my skin is feeling. I just love everything about this cream. This cream offers instant hydration, instant plumpness, and the hydration lasts throughout the day. Your skin will never feel parched. I just adore it. But I also really adore the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I do hope that a lot of you took my recommendation when I posted the video for Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty and picked this up while it was 50% off, because it is so, so good. So many high-end spas exclusively use Elemis products. I also really adore their cleansing balm. I've spoken about that many times as well in my videos. I didn't put it in this one because I really wanted to stick to 10. And while I do feel that a good cleansing balm isn't essential, I guess I would rank that as, I don't know. Now I'm second guessing my decision to just include 10 products, but I'm telling you about it. It's excellent. I love it. Just a cleansing balm in general. If the Elemis is out of your price range, there is a good one from e.l.f. called Hello Hydration Melting Balm. You know what I'll do? I will list some of my favorite cleansing balms down below in the description box of different price points. But let's get back to the Pro Collagen Marine Cream. This is also extremely hydrating, works beautifully under makeup. It's an anti-aging, anti-wrinkle moisturizer. It is an award-winning formula. It has been clinically proven to improve hydration, to instantly make your skin look firmer and more radiant. So it is super moisturizing, but still in a very lightweight formulation. It is a gel cream and it just feels so good. All of these moisturizers, all of my favorites, just feel amazing on the skin, and they offer just intense, incredible hydration. So this marine cream smooths, firms, and hydrates. I highly recommend it. Products number 5 and 6 are an eye cream and a neck cream. Eye creams and neck creams are also products that I will switch up sometimes, and no, I don't always end up going back to the same one. So these are the ones that I'm currently using, but I am willing to try others. But for the purposes of this video, just creating a list of must-haves, I think we all know that we need an eye cream. I just don't think all of us are using them consistently, like me, nor are you consistently using a neck cream. We have a tendency to just focus on this area, our heads, and we do not pay attention to our neck or our chest. And yes, the Gua Sha will definitely help with the jawline and lymphatic drainage, but as far as those tech neck lines and loss of elasticity, we do need to be using a neck cream. There is one I have my eye on that is going to be on sale at Ulta very soon. I'll put a photo of it up here on the screen. I am very interested in trying that product. It has really good reviews. In the meantime, I'm using this Perricone MD Cold Plasma Plus neck and chest. This is a very heavy cream, especially if you compare it to the ones I just showed you for the face. This is definitely a much thicker cream. As you can see, I've used quite a bit, and it does offer fantastic hydration. And I don't know why I'm demonstrating this because you're not gonna be able to see a difference. But just so you know, it smells good, it feels good, and I do feel like it is doing a little something. I've said this in other videos before. I think it was when I did the review of the new Peter Thomas Roth primer. And I've mentioned it other times as well. When you're starting a new skincare product, I do recommend taking photos, because it's kind of like when we see our kids every day. We don't notice the changes in them. All of a sudden, they're just 6 foot tall, or just something about their facial features has changed. But because we have been seeing them every day, we don't see those changes. But if you look at photographs, they're definitely there. So photographs really help me to determine if a product is actually working, because sometimes we can't see those differences, those subtle differences. So if you take a photo before you start, and then maybe 3 to 4 weeks later, and then another 3 to 4 weeks after that, you might really be able to see with your own eyes a lot better if a product has worked or if it hasn't. I also take pictures of myself before I leave for a night out because I want to check my makeup and make sure that everything looks even, that I don't need to do a little bit more blending because our eyes can deceive us, but the camera doesn't lie, unless of course you filter it or something. But I think you get what I'm trying to say. Photos show you the real evidence. They show you the truth. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you about the eye cream I'm currently using. This one is from NARS Skin. It is the Light Reflecting Eye and Lash Gel, so you can also put this on your lashes. I do also really like the Skinmedica eye cream, and I just received one from Colleen Rothschild. That is a tinted eye cream, and I have been hearing really, really positive things about that. I think I'm going to use that specific product in my testing hot new makeup video that may or may not go up before this one. So we've talked about the face, we've talked about the neck, we've talked about the eyes. Now let's talk about lips. No one likes to have or look at dry, flaky lips. You want to be exfoliating and hydrating your lips just like you do the rest of your skin. So a couple of my favorite lip care products are this one from Sarah Happ. It is called the Lip Scrub. I have it in the pink grapefruit scent. This is exactly what it sounds like. It is a scrub for your lips to manually exfoliate the dead skin. This also plumps up your lips. It gives you a little bit of a youthful sort of baby pink natural lip color. I think this is so, so great. So I 100% recommend having a lip scrub on hand to use when you feel like you need it. And then every night I've been using this new lip oil from City Lips. They just launched this about a week or so ago. I put this on every night before bed and I wake up and I feel like my lips are so much smoother. They're so much more hydrated. You can also just wear this as a regular lip gloss over a lipstick or a lip stain. And this contains ingredients that do more of a chemical exfoliation to your lips versus a manual like the lip scrub. I know a lot of people are addicted to City Lips lip plumpers, and this product also contains an ingredient that is contained in their regular lip plumpers. It's called Volulip. And Volulip is Portulaca pilosa extract. Forgive me from reading from my notes, but I would never have remembered that. Referred to as the Kiss Me Quick extract, this rejuvenating ingredient restores volume and firmness in lips to support a youthful looking lip shape and contour. And it also says here that it mimics the effect of hyaluronic acid lip injections. So you get deep hydration, you smooth out fine lines around the mouth, and it's also an exfoliating formula. All right, I told you at the very beginning of this video that most of the 10 products were skincare products, but I do have 3 I feel very important must-haves in the makeup category. I just did a video, I put it up I think last week, talking about this Catrice HD 12-hour full coverage concealer. I am loving this. I'm so sad because it seems like Amazon, number one, has sold out of the 2 colors that I use, but they've also raised the price on certain colors that they do still have in stock. I don't know why Amazon does that. So if you live somewhere that has a Catrice display, for some reason Ulta removed Catrice from all of our local stores, but if you live somewhere where you have a Catrice display in store, I would definitely check there, or I think you can order directly from the Catrice website. This concealer is everything a mature woman wants a concealer to be. It's going to cover your dark circles, but it's not going to age your under eyes in that it's not going to accentuate the dryness, fine lines. It's hydrating, it's affordable. I just adore this concealer. But if you are looking for other options, if your color is sold out or maybe you've tried it and you didn't have success with it, 2 of my other favorites are this one from Kulfi or Kulfi, and then I also really love the One Size Butter Silk Concealer. Both of these are very creamy, hydrating, blendable, last all day, have medium to full coverage. And let's face it, most of us don't get enough sleep. We're stressed out over life. We've got environmental aggressors out there, and those things are all making us look more tired. And concealer is one of those things that can instantly perk up your whole face. Concealer can make you look like you've slept for 8 hours when you really only slept for 4. If I put nothing else on to go run errands or to a beach or pool, I will always put on at least some concealer. Product number 9 is a good everyday light coverage foundation slash moisturizer slash SPF. You're still going to want to use your separate SPF because SPF in a foundation or a BB cream is not enough. You do want to have a separate sunscreen. But I personally like when the product that I'm using for just every day, running errands, or even, again, going to a beach or a pool, I like to even out my skin tone, just perfect my skin a little bit. And I'm not someone who talks about or promotes very many skin tints or tinted moisturizers because they tend to not offer very much coverage. And again, while I don't want a lot of coverage, I at least want a little coverage. And if they do, they're not long wearing enough for my oily skin, especially if I am out at a beach or a pool or running errands in Las Vegas's 100+ degree heat. I can't have something just sliding off my face or making me look extremely oily. So recently I have discovered this product from Saie. It is their Slip Tint. And even though it says that it is a dewy tinted moisturizer, it still works for me. I'm not 100% certain it's going to work for me in the summertime, or if you live somewhere that is very humid and you have oily skin, you might become a little bit excessively dewy with this. But this past weekend, I had some friends in town. They were staying down on the Las Vegas Strip, so my husband and I planned a little staycation to be down there with them and go to dinners and walk around and do some shopping. And for that purpose of just walking around during the day, I wore this product and I felt like it was just perfect. It just felt very comfortable and looked very natural. So this product contains hyaluronic acid, which, as we know, helps to attract water and retain moisture in the skin. It also has pansy flower, which is an antioxidant that works with hyaluronic acid to boost hydration even further. Licorice root extract helps to brighten the overall appearance of skin. It's also gluten-free, cruelty-free, and comes in recyclable packaging. It also won Allure's Best of Clean Beauty Award in 2021. Oh, they call this a pocket-friendly tube that goes where you go. No shaking needed. So I really like this product, and I think, as I said earlier, we could all use at least a little bit of evening out of our skin tone. This product, a concealer, mascara, maybe a little brow, maybe a little cream blush, would be all you would need for the perfect everyday under 5-minute face. Now I'm thinking again, I should have made this into a top 15 and included more makeup, like a brow pencil and a cream blush. You know what? Let me know in the comments if you would like me to do a part 2 of this video. 10 more products, 10 makeup products that I think are essential for those of us over 40. All right, because I decided this was just going to be a top 10 video, I'm going to finish off with product number 10, something else that I've spoken about many times in videos. A lot of you have tried it. I know a lot of you love it. I know a lot of you have found products that you like better than this. This is a body makeup. A lot of us spent way too much time in the sun as teenagers. Or maybe you were like my mom, who's going to be 76, who back in the day would slather herself with baby oil. And I remember in the 80s, she wore that Bain de Soleil tinted gelée. It was like orange and it looked really bad, but everybody loved it. Anyway, I think you know where I'm going with this. All of that laying out in the sun caused a lot of sun damage to our chests, to our legs. So if you're going out to a nice event or you just want to feel your best any day of the week or month, applying a little bit of body makeup can give you a little bit of extra confidence. I know it does for me. So I always reach for the Vita Liberata Body Blur, but a lot of people use and love the Sally Hansen Airbrush Legs. I have used that in the past and I do like it, but I find that I have to mix it in with a little moisturizer because it is almost too opaque. This one gives me a little bit of coverage and a little bit of color, but the Sally Hansen is just, yeah, it's a little bit more than I typically like. However, I have some stuff to cover, like some freckling and darker veins on the back of my knees. So I do like a little bit more coverage for those areas, but I find that at this point, this is enough coverage for me. But I will also list and link the Sally Hansen because I know a lot of you watching have recommended it to me and recommended it to others, so I'm including that on my list. So there they are, 10 must-have beauty products for people over 40 or 35 or 30. These, in my opinion, are the essentials to help us look our best as we get older and feel our most confident. If you did enjoy this video, I really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. Once again, I will have all of the products I mentioned listed and linked in the description box below the video. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and join the Risa Does Makeup family. I do put up new content at least twice per week. You can also find more content from me over on Instagram and on TikTok. The username is the same everywhere. It's all Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.